15 years ago, there used to be this stereotype saying that real macho men don't do grooming and everything. It's only a very feminine thing. It's no longer the case. And often you hear people saying Indian men are not well groomed enough. I don't agree. Like, the new generation is so well put together and everybody's so conscious about what they are doing.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mikhail from Lifestyle Asia India, and welcome back to another episode of LSA Barbershop. LSA Barbershop is your access to the insights, expertise, and the preferences of India's coolest men's grooming gurus. In today's episode, we're joined by Riaan George, who talks about beard care, skincare for men, and about breaking various men's grooming stereotypes. Stay tuned for this. So Riaan, tell us, what is your definition of a well-groomed gentleman in 2022?
I think in 2022, a well-groomed gentleman is someone who's obviously looking after his skin, looking after his hair, looking after his shoes and his clothes, and of course knowing what he's wearing and making conscious choices of what fashion he's wearing and what grooming products he's using, what fragrances he's using. So a very well-informed person, that in my opinion is a well-groomed man.
What's your take on how men's grooming has sort of evolved over the past couple of years?
It has evolved immensely. I think that maybe if you ask me 15 years ago, there used to be this stereotype saying that grooming, like real macho men don't do grooming and everything. It's only a very womanly, feminine thing. It's no longer the case. And often you hear people saying Indian men are not well groomed enough. I don't agree. Like, the new generation is so well put together and everybody's so conscious about what they are doing. I think it's a huge market and it is here to stay. Average Indian male is very well groomed and very well aware of what's out in the market and what they can do to their skin and hair and clothes and fitness and everything.
So summer's here and a lot of us guys are going to be looking for some good perfumes to invest in. What are your top 3 scents of the season?
Summer perfumes are a nice, interesting discussion because obviously you have to ditch the heavier perfumes. I love using citrusy perfumes in summer. Definitely Dior Sauvage, an old classic, is one of my summer favorites because it's so light and fresh. I love using any of the Hermes Citron, which are the lemon-based perfumes, which are really nice. And of course, a nautical kind of fragrance like Ralph Lauren Polo Blue, Davidoff Cool Water, which are classics, which really work for me in summer. If I'm on a summer vacation, I also love using Acqua di Parma, the original yellow colonia, which in my opinion is quite strong and intense, but it's still very summery because of its citrus elements.
On the same subject, Riaan, can you actually give us a quick guide on how men should actually pick their perfumes?
You need to know what's nice in the day and what's nice in the night. What's nice for casual wear and what's nice for formal wear. And you just ask anybody and you can figure it out yourself. It's not rocket science. So obviously you can't be wearing something super musky and super like with oud and everything and go on the beach and everything because that's a complete misfit. Really need to know what makes you comfortable in the day and night, and of course what suits your sporty look, what suits your formal look.
Okay, I wanted to settle an argument on the internet about where perfume should be sprayed. A lot of people say that it should be sprayed on your clothes. Others say that it should be sprayed on your pulse points and on your skin essentially. What's your take?
I've had very bad experiences of spraying perfume on my clothes because I always end up staining my clothes. Sometimes with really good quality perfumes have also stained my white shirts. So I have this rule, I'm just putting it on my neck. Perfume is usually all over here. If it's like a really dark jacket, like a navy blue jacket and a black jacket where I have no risk of any stains, so I literally go all out and put it all over my clothes in addition to putting it on my neck. I know it's a good practice to put it on pulse points, but I don't. I just put it around my neck.
In your opinion, what are the areas where Indian men need to pay more attention to?
If you ask me, I would definitely say body odor. I think that's a huge issue. A lot of people are not aware of yet. Like, I still see a lot of really well-dressed men in the morning at the airport coming and not aware that they are suffering from mild or severe body odor. And I think that's something that people need to be aware of, using deodorant, fragrance correctly and being aware of the odor that emanates from your body.
Over the years, Riaan, you've been this ambassador of the salt and pepper look, and I feel like you truly embrace it. But on the other end of the spectrum, there are men whose confidence takes a bit of a hit because of hair graying and stuff. So what do you have to say about that?
Honestly, it's a very personal topic. I mean, if someone feels that they want to look younger or they want to continue to have their dark hair and color it, I mean, it's their personal choice. I have loved embracing my salt and pepper. Also, I have to say the kind of salt and pepper shade that I have and the kind of texture that I've had really kind of suits me and suits my face. In spite of that, it doesn't make me look too mature as well. It kind of gives me a very cool look the way I style it and everything. For example, if there are some really weird growth patterns of grey hair, some people might want to kind of color it. That being said, if someone doesn't really want to color it, salt and pepper hair is cool if it's styled and cut well. At the end of the day, George Clooney never colored his hair a single day of his life, and he's such a top superstar. I mean, it's very important to say that though you may have salt and pepper hair, it is very important to keep it well groomed. Not that you have salt and pepper hair and it's all messy and all over the place, because then that really will add 10 years to your look.
On the same subject, Riaan, are there any real do's and don'ts that one should keep in mind when having a salt and pepper look?
If you look at my previous article for Lifestyle Asia, I have given a guide on how people can look after salt and pepper hair. There are certain shampoos which help enhance the silver color of your hair. And of course, having a great barber who is going to cut your hair really well to enhance that look. For example, I love using a matte look wax on my hair. So for example, right now, my hair is completely natural. It's not styled, but it still looks very casual and elegant. When I put a nice wax, I go out later this evening, I'm going to put on a wax so it gives that nice, those silver lines, which I really love.
Riaan, take us through what a day of grooming typically looks like for you.
Morning, I would definitely say like giving my face a good cleanse in the shower, following which I will use my moisturizer if I'm working indoors, the moisturizer and sunscreen if I'm stepping out. In the night, every time I come back home from a meeting or come back from out, I will always wash my face, especially in humid cities with pollution and all, like when we live in Mumbai. I will definitely do that and then top up my moisturizer. So if I go out in the morning and come back in the afternoon, I'll wash my face and then top up my moisturizer. That's all I do. And in the night, of course, a good serum followed by a moisturizer. So I use a night serum followed by a slightly more intense moisturizer. I have two different moisturizers. I don't style my hair with too much artificial product all the time unless I'm going for a shoot or whatever, but I use a nice oil or a night serum on my hair before going to sleep.
So Riaan, we can finally travel now, and I feel like a lot of us are going to be heading towards tropical destinations. What do you think are the grooming essentials one must carry here?
Okay, tropical destinations for sure. When you're on a holiday, definitely guys, you don't need to have tons of your skincare products when you're going on holidays. Just make sure that you have a great sunscreen. This is something that is very, very important. I can speak from personal experience. I was on a holiday in the Gold Coast last week and I suffered from a severe case of skin sunburn. It was literally a burn where I had to go rush to the pharmacy. But that's another topic, and how I treated it and how I could look after it later. And a moisturizer, because every time you're out at the pool or on the beach and everything, you're really kind of putting your skin through extreme conditions. When you're back in the hotel in the night after dinner or at your apartment or whatever, just lather on this lots of moisturizer to give it that nice look. A nice lip balm if your lips tend to get dry. A great perfume, because obviously wherever you're going, you're going to want to spray a nice perfume and smell nice. You're wearing those nice linen shirts on your holiday and you want to use a nice, really cool, smell good. A nice hair product. When we are on vacation, we tend to become lazy with our hair and we can't have messy hair. Beach hair can also be styled and kept really cool. And another vacation essential for me, which I definitely recommend, is a facial mist. Any of the face mists which I carry with me all over. So it's always in my backpack. When I use it on a flight, if the flight is really long, skin gets dehydrated, spray it on. When I'm traveling around, maybe say Goa or Sri Lanka in the sun, it's always in my backpack. In the middle of the day, I'll just spray and give my face a boost of like cooling and moisture. Or when you're sitting by the pool and your skin is really dehydrated with the sun, you just spray it on. So definitely a good quality face mist. It's a vacation essential.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Riaan, and sharing these lovely insights with us. This was truly a fun session. And I look towards meeting you soon, most definitely in person now since everything has opened up. And yeah, thank you again.
What a lovely interview, Mikhail, in a lovely format. And I really enjoyed this. And thank you to Lifestyle Asia India for talking about such interesting grooming topics and grooming issues.
Always a pleasure, Riaan. Thank you so much.